Welcome back to another Hearthstone challenge. This one is probably the most complicated one we've done so far. We've seen all birds, we've seen all the same rarity, all the same expansion. This one is all arthropods. We're going through animal categories. Now, doing something like all spiders, all insects, or like all crustaceans, the pools are a bit small. So we decided to go with all arthropods, and this is what we're coming up with. We're playing in a while to give ourselves the biggest possible pool, and we're gonna see.
I don't think we could have
if
built a deck like this in standard. I don't think it's. I think it's literally not possible.
It would have been very tough. Yeah. We're gonna see. Of course, some of those are fantasy creatures. So if like some biologist is watching, we don't know if something like Border Creeper is technically an arthropod, right? Because it doesn't exist in real life in the same way. But if he we translated him into a real life animal as close as possible, he would be. So that's what we're doing, and we're gonna see if they can be successful. The challenge is the same as always. We get 3 games, on the ladder, of course. In Wild, we have to win one. That's the challenge. We have to win a game. We get 3 shots. Let's do it. All right. Got a warrior here. Could be anything. It's Wild. Like no way to gauge what we're seeing. Let's just try to play curve, I guess. Kick everything.
It's not just wild, it's also, I was gonna say low rank, but I guess it's MMR based at this point for me. But given what we've been playing lately, probably also low MMR.
Yeah.
So, it could be literally anything.
Let's play first Arthropod here on turn 1.
Yeah, that's not like that's an... Oh, actually... This is a pretty decent card considering this is a aggressively built deck for the most part.
I mean, people played this in Odd Hunter for real. It was because
it deals face damage, and that guy is playing mechs, and I'm not comfortable with that mech warper being there, but we can do nothing about it.
No, let's go play the beetle.
That's what I was thinking. Put as much stuff on the board so that we can hopefully kill it next turn. Oh, the value.
Right. Harvest Golem.
The thing is, he got Harvest Golem on 3.
Yeah, no value. I'll play Scarab or Spooder.
I think, honestly, it doesn't make.
Let's play Scarab difference. So we have a play.
I think so too. Let's kill this guy and then play the Scarab.
Yeah. I'll play next turn. Now we have to pick no, Arthropod if we get one, but there isn't one.
Oh, is that a thing that we do?
No. Ring Blast is the best card here. Let's just take it.
Yeah, I think so.
We don't like discoveries. We are open to do what we want to do. That's very.
I was about to say, I actually said this to you before we started recording. I like the challenges that are based mostly on deck building restrictions. Yeah. Because that way you can just play regularly and not think about it too much. You just happen to have a weird deck list. We can trade and then Wing Blast the Pinata
and drop the
still play the Grub, but yes.
The Grub, or yeah, actually Grub makes more sense.
I mean, it's the same stats.
Yeah, cheaper will get cheaper because that's what it does. It's also like literally the same thing, like same stats and everything. Just one of them is purple.
Yeah, and oh boy, you wouldn't want to see when that purple worm gets even more teeth.
Boy, you don't.
Then it would get violent.
Violet.
I mean, it's violet. I know. I was making a joke.
I knew what you were doing. At Armorsmith, bit weird here. What's his construction?
I guess that it's not very aggressive, despite Mech Warper seems like a decently aggressive card.
Let's just develop here, I guess. Play 2
spider,
Spooders.
Other spider, yeah.
Yeah. Next turn, Border Creeper could be free, no matter what, almost. No, there's not a lot of draw that we have, so we have to kind of start getting those bigger at some point.
Yeah, it doesn't help that we're Hunter. We have a decent amount of card generation. I always like putting card generation in these sorts of decks because you are very limited in what you can do. Ooh, okay, we can definitely do that.
Should we play Scorpion this turn?
I mean, Scorpion can take out one of the Anoyos. I think that makes perfect sense.
Oh, kick that, kill it. Now we can kill the
actually, yeah.
scooter. Yeah.
That was pretty bad. I should have.
I think that's okay, actually.
Yeah, but that way we kill the spider, which I guess is fine.
But then we can have a space for the core cheaper.
We hit the mech in case of magnetic.
Yeah.
Small thing, but.
And here.
Yeah,
bang, bang, bang.
That's how we do that.
Brawl, resignation.
I was about to say like brawl, whirlwind. Not whirlwind. The other one.
Warpath.
Warpath.
Moments before disaster, right here. Okay, the guy, the Dr. B. That's cool. Seen him before, played him before. He's pretty good. We should kill this armor smith. It's just perpetually annoying.
Yeah, I think we hit it twice, though. I think that's worth it.
Yeah.
And we get a little bit of board space out of it, and then we can
play a beetle, hero power,
and a couple of times. Beetle, hero power, and spider.
I wouldn't play the spider. I wouldn't play.
Why not?
Now we lose. Now brawl we lose 100%. Before, if we don't play it brawl, we lose 95%. Over commission. Is commission? No, commitment's the word. Yeah. Commission is not the word for committing.
No, it is not. There are special situations where it's actually just commit, but that is specifically more of a programming thing, like Git sort of.
Can you overcommit?
I mean, oh yeah, you can commit to other situations too. Yeah. I guess. Oh, that's an impact.
Big one. Big one. And he just used an execute on a freaking one attack minion. What the heck?
Yeah, he realized we only played small creatures. He didn't realize that we also played big versions of small creatures.
He didn't understand that there's also large arthropods in the game. And there's the violet worm. That's a good answer. He had that stock in the deck, right? That wasn't even off the hero power. He just had that. He tagged that in.
Yeah.
Disgusting. He knew exactly what we were doing all along.
How dangerous is this?
I mean, we just see bulldozers, so I mean, we have to win, so we have to high roll plays. The only thing we can do. That's fine.
I would argue that that's an absolute win. Yeah. I guess we hit face everything and then hit one of the 1/1s into the boombot at the end, right?
Exactly.
So we do
this. Here.
Yeah, do we play the spider? I guess we play the spider.
Well, who cares? Yeah, it doesn't matter at
because
this point.
If he kills it, we get another beast to play, which is going to be bigger impact anyways.
We have a maximum of 2 turns. Like, we either win next turn or the turn after, or we don't win.
Well, or Corridor Creeper gives us King Crush, and we still win.
You see that hero power? Yeah, no, it's over. He had a better hand than I thought. Let's try it. Let's go to another one. That's not bad time. Try it again. It's not really a deck that's meant to be able to mess with the Stalker Bloom at all.
I just want to really quickly see what we get, but I doubt there's anything that's going to help. Yeah, no. There was one out that... There was Kodo. We could have gotten destroy a random enemy minion with 2 or less attack. That would have killed it. But that's about it.
What does that do, right? Other than that, it kills Bulldozer. Still not. We just never put damage to the face.
But no, it kills Security Rover or the Taunt. Because it's 2 or less attack.
Right. Wait. We're talking about... Oh, that Kodo. Oh, yeah. I thought you meant that Kodo.
No, I meant... what is it? Rampaging Kodo.
Yeah. Either way, no, it doesn't make any difference at all.
Something that you mentioned earlier, it would actually be fun to have someone on who actually knows their biology and can distinguish between the different species, and actually interpret what all of the fictional creatures are for the purposes of building these silly decks.
If we have any biologists in our Discord or in on our viewer page in general, in our community, reach out to us. Let us know. That would be cool. For sure. Let's keep the 2 drops here.
Yeah, that's
keep them both. Yeah, we can coin one when push comes to shove, and then we can we have to dual start with 2. Make sure we get a 3 drop.
Yeah, we have Web Spinner on 1, and then we definitely have because he will most certainly play Murlocs. We also have the Hungry Crab in our backhand.
The Wild Murloc Priest, who hasn't heard of it, right?
I mean, in theory, you could play Murloc with any class. The thing is that, of course, Priest is the worst one. Do we just play Creeper here? Or do we want to get a better 3-drop?
I think we try first for a 3-drop, yeah.
I like how there's a Jewel Scarab in the and then later they release a Golden Scarab, which is just 1/1 higher for 1 more and 1. We're not going to be holding dragons.
Spider Bomb might be very useful.
Yeah, I think that's also just...
Because we're gonna see that like huge Twilight Drake, something stupid coming out soon.
The problem is that, of course, it's not that easy to trigger. Also, by the way, best theming. It's a spider bomb.
It's mechanical arthropod. It counts. What's this garbage?
It's a Cleric of Scales. That means it's dragons.
It's not a surprise. But I guess hit the Wet Footer and first, see what we get.
Yeah, that's what I was also...
probably play the Jeweled. Or the Pantry Spider. Because bored.
I think...
Grab board. We could play the Scarab, though. We need a 4-drop.
Yeah, I think we play the Scarab.
Hopefully get that Impact Bin in here, something like Mom Spaghetti or something.
Something like Keening Banshee. I think it's Ogre Magi, isn't it?
Yeah, Ogre's best, yeah.
It's just the best stats out of the bunch.
Yeah.
We don't really need to
if you play Banshee, then it's probably like, in that case, fine. You can't coin anything that same turn, and then it's sort of like a handcuff game, like who's controlling who now, and we don't love that, so let's just play the Ogre. Get some face damage. This is kind of tough. Arthropods are not very impactful, unfortunately.
Well, no, they're not. I mean, we got Violet Worm in terms of impact plays, Bloodstinger kind of, and then we just have like Life Drink is a good play. It's just not that big on impact. Scorpit can be depending on what he plays, but it's also a bit of more of a niche thing.
There's that Twilight Drake. Sort of expected we should play the Spider Bomb, I guess.
Yeah, play the Bomb, and I suppose the other Spider. This one.
Just Hero Power, or that, yeah. It's also fun. I mean, everything phase, we just ignore. We'll kill
the thing is, you will obviously kill the Ogre. At that point, it's just a 4/4. So we might even, depending on what he plays, not even bother with hitting Bomb for the Drake. We might kill the Drake otherwise, and then... Or not.
It'll kill itself.
That's not nice.
We're running into extremely bad matchups here. I don't think this is really winnable.
I mean, it seems like we're running out of steam, but I think we have to try a little bit at least.
Let's just play. Let's just flood the board. I mean, just chuck up a Hail Mary. There's nothing else you can do. Let's go like Eddie, I guess.
Yeah, I think there's no reason to get silly right now. And then
Portal is a bit too slow.
I mean, the thing is, for McTheridan, the problem is he's really good, but like we have nothing to clear the board with, so it's gonna take forever.
It's control card. We just spam the board every turn now. Maybe play the Worm next turn, and just hope against all odds that he doesn't have an answer for something. But he does. Yeah, this is over.
I didn't even remember that this card exists.
And let's play that. Yeah, no, it's over. We need to find a better matchup here. Those two have been pretty much without any chance. It's unfortunate. I guess what we would need is a more aggressive leaning deck as an opponent, and him just not to draw his pieces like this. A tempo deck that just does not draw any sort of.
The problem is our deck is built.
It's one of the weaker decks we've played.
Yeah, the problem is our deck's kind of built as like this mid-range-ish tempo sort of deck, but every card is understated, so it doesn't really do the tempo thing at all. But it's kind of built like it's trying to. the one thing that we've got going for us is that because of all the scarabs, we almost always have plays. That's like the one thing.
It's not a surprise that the vast majority of cards were never seriously played, even when they weren't standard. Like here and there.
Life Drinker, Corridor Creeper, and then
This is the majority, right? Sometimes you tech in a crab or a Galactic Crawler.
Yeah, but my point was gonna be like really meta-defining cards. Well, meta-defining is a bit of a stretch, but like very top meta cards. There's like 2 of them in this deck.
Not a lot going on, and like 20 that were never even viable at all. So, or still learned. Arthropods are weak in Hearthstone. Oh, that's weird. The birds did better than this.
Yeah, the birds would also eat these.
Yes.
Like worms,
except maybe Violet
bird.
That takes a big bird.
Well, since you consider dragons birds, I'm not sure. Maybe they would. I don't know.
I'm not sure. Maybe like a dragon could eat Violet Worm. That's a hell of an early bird. That's like metal as fuck early bird metaphor. But yes, birds eat these in general. That is correct. He seems to be AFK, which we could make use of.
I was about
We're
to say,
gonna count this, by the way. If this guy ropes out, we're counting this. We win.
Hey, listen, it's just like when you're playing on the ladder in your own time, right?
It happens.
If your opponent times out, then you still win.
We still win.
You can still get your stars and everything.
Exactly. Mr. Golden Shaman. He's the mulligan. He's roping. We'll just, I guess we'll coin the guy. Yeah. Unless we draw something, coin the creepy.
Also, pro tip against roping players: play fast. The more they're behind by the time they come back.
Exactly. They're more likely to have to resign or not even have a chance to come back up. We got it.
Easy.
Listen. The Arthropods have succeeded. Not by themselves, but by a mishap or possible DC of our opponent. But we won one out of 3
when a spider
games.
fights a person, it always wins only if the person leaves. That's just how spiders operate.
The spider is just very poisonous.
I was about to say a couple of them are very poisonous. But, you know, arachnophobia is like the spider's strongest weapon, honestly. And,
You think so?
I mean, it depends on the spider.
How many spiders have like personophobia? Like they have human phobia.
I mean, you would assume that. First of all, the question is how well do they even understand what a human even is? Like it's compared to.
I mean, it's like a huge creature to them, right? Like this. Wow, swinging at them with the broom and stuff.
I was about to say if something the relative size of a human to a spider came up to me. I think that's not even a phobia, because a phobia, I believe, might have to be irrational.
Phobia is an irrational fear,
yeah.
That's like a human being afraid of a huge bear.
Yeah, I don't think spiders have an irrational fear of humans. I don't think so.
No, it's completely irrational. That's
if
true.
they do have it, it's rational.
Yeah,
though
wow.
Since they're so different from us, I mean, they're literally not even vertebrate. I'm not sure if their brains even function in that sort of a way, although I guess fear is one of the most primal things.
Yeah, I'm not sure. They're very primitive. But there are arthropods, and they succeeded, along with the other arthropods that you've seen. I wonder if there's a phobia for corridor creepers.
Again, I mean, if they're actually that size, that's not a phobia. That's just a.
Some Hearthstone players probably developed that phobia whenever it was ranked.
Oh, the actual just the card,
meta. Yeah. That too, yeah, for sure.
Like
but yeah, thank you for watching.
Creeper.
Oh boy, it used to be a 5-1. It used to be pretty spicy. That was tough. Thank you for watching the video. Kind of a cheap win, but it's a win. And tomorrow we will be back with another challenge. It's going to be a fun one. It's not going to be a weird animal category. It's going to be different, but it's going to be an interesting one. And hopefully you're going to turn in for that. If you don't want to miss it, sub to the channel. You know where to do that. And the link to our Discord server is in the description of this video. Also, you can join us there, hang out with us. And if you have any ideas on what you want to see in terms of challenges, maybe you're the biologist who wants to tell us, what a corridor creeper would be in real life. Do it. If you really know that, do it. Please, that's the best thing ever. Join our Discord and message us. That would be great. And until then, JJ.
That's it.
That's it.